Gurubhyo Namaha. I am Anusha from Pon Vidyashram. I welcome you all for this session. Today we are going to learn Chapter 1 Sets Part 8. Today we will be learning the miscellaneous exercise. Decide among the following sets which sets are subsets of one and another. A equal to x such that x belongs to R and x satisfy x square minus 8x plus 12 equal to 0. B is equal to 2, 4, 6. C equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. D equal to 6. You have to say which sets are subsets of one and another. So, what is the set A? Set A is given in quadratic form, that is x square minus 8x plus 12. So we have to solve it by the method of solving quadratic equation and you will get the value 2, 6. So our set A is 2, 6, B is 2, 4, 6, C is 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. D equal to 6. Now you have to find which are the subsets. Now A is a subset of B because 2, 6 is a subset of 2, 4, 6. Similarly, A is a subset of C, B is a subset of C, D is a subset of A, it is a subset of B as well as C because there it is a singleton set containing one element, that 6 is in both A, B and C. Now, in question number 2, there are few other sums. You can write it as homework. I will be solving the last two sums. In each of the following, determine whether the statement is true or false. If the statement is true, you have to prove it, and if the statement is false, you have to give an example. Now, if x belongs to A and A not a subset of B, then x belongs to B. If x belongs to A and A not a subset of B, then x belongs to B. See, if it is not a subset, it cannot belongs to B, is it? So that statement is false. They have given an example. A is equal to 1, 2, B is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Here they have taken 1 belongs to A and A is not a subset of B. Is A subset of B? No, because 1 is not in B. So 1 does not belongs to B. So the statement is if x belongs to A and A not a subset of B, but 1 does not belongs to B. Now, if A subset of B and x does not belongs to B, then x not in A. This is true. So let x belongs to A. See, to prove A subset of B, you have to take x belongs to A and you have to prove x belongs to B. X belongs to A implies x belongs to B. Since given A subset of B, you can say that A does not belongs to A. B means it does not belongs to A also. Next, let A, B and C be the sets such that A union B equal to A union C and A intersection B equal to A intersection C. Show that B equal to C. You have to prove this. Given that A intersection B equal to A intersection C and A union B equal to A union C. Now, you can write the set A as A is equal to A intersection A union B, and also you can write A equal to A union B intersection B. Now, if you are writing A, you will write A intersection A union B. Similarly, if you take the set B, you can write B equal to B union B intersection A. So it can also be written as, since it is given in the question A intersection B equal to A intersection C, you have to apply those here. So B union A intersection B intersection A can be written as B union A intersection B. The question A intersection B equal to A intersection C. So you can write B union A intersection C. Now apply distributive law. What is distributive law? B union A intersection B union C. B union A can also be written as A union B. Now from the question A union B equal to A union C. So A union C intersection B union C. So C union we want B equal to C, is it? So take B and if you prove it is equal to C. So C union A intersection C union B. By distributive law take C out common. So C union A intersection B, that can be written as C union A intersection C, that is equal to C union A intersection C. So B is equal to C. Next, show that the following four conditions are equivalent. If A subset of, first one A subset of B, second A minus B equal to empty, A union B equal to B, A intersection B equal to A. You have to prove one by one, that is A subset of. See, directly all these four are equivalent only. From first you have to prove to second one to 3, like that. So one implies, also you can write if and only if also, condition also for this. What is A minus B? X such that X belongs to A and X not in B. This is by definition. Given A subset of B, so you can say that A minus B equal to empty. If A minus B equal to empty, it is automatically A subset of B and implies A union B equal to B. See, if you have any doubt regarding this A union B equal to B, whether they are equal or something A intersection B equal to A, you can draw Venn diagram and verify it. Now, what is A intersection B equal to A? If A intersection B should be A, it should be A subset of B. So all the four conditions are equivalent. They are the directly they are equal. So you can write it like this itself. Now next, show that if A subset of B, then C minus B subset of C minus A. This is very easy. Take X belongs to C minus B, prove X belongs to C minus A. So let X belongs to C minus B. What is the definition? For A difference, C difference B, X belongs to C and X does not belongs to B. Already given A subset of B. So you can write in the place of B A. So X belongs to C minus A. Next, assume that P of A equal to P of B, show that A equal to B. To prove A equal to B, let us take let X belongs to A. You can write X belongs to A now. If you put the bracket, if it becomes set, is it? So that set will belong to power set of A. Given P of A equal to P of B, so that belongs to P of B. If the set X belongs to P of B, it belongs to B also. Therefore, A subset of A. Converse part also the same thing. If X belongs to B, you can say the set belongs to power set of B. Also, it belongs to P of A. Given P of A equal to P of B, using that you will get it as A is equal to B. Now, show that for any sets A and B, A equal to A intersection union A minus B and A union B minus A equal to A union B. A intersection B union A minus B equal to, see here A minus B is also equal to A intersection B dash. So in the place of A minus B, you can write A intersection B dash. By applying distributive law, you get A intersection B union B dash. it is nothing but B union B dash is your universal set, so it is equal to A. Therefore, A equal to A intersection B union A minus B. Similarly, if A minus B equal to A intersection B dash, you can write B minus A equal to B intersection A dash. So, A union B is intersection by using distributive law A union A dash. What is A union A dash? It is nothing but our universal set. So, A union B intersection universal set is A union B. All these properties we have learned it before. So, please learn the properties before learning all these sums. Next, using properties of sets, show that A union A intersection B equal to A intersection A union B equal to A. See, it's very easy. Using distributive law, you can write A union A intersection B is equal to A union A intersection A union B. So, what is A union A? It is A. So, A intersection A union B is A. So, it is proved. Next part, to prove A intersection A union B, you can write that also using distributive law. Take it A intersection A union A intersection B. It is nothing but A union A intersection B, that is A. So, it is proved. Now, show that A intersection B equal to A intersection B need not imply B equal to C. See, wherever the condition need not imply, like that questions, you can prove it by using example also. So, let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, B equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, these examples you can take it of your own. You take the example such that A intersection B equal to A intersection C and B not equal to C. Now, question number 11. Let A and B be sets if A intersection B equal to B intersection X equal to empty and A union X equal to B union X for some set X, show that A equal to B. They have given you a hint to take A intersection A union X for A and B equal to B intersection B union X and use distributive law. Now, to prove the sum, let us take A union X equal to B union X. Now, apply A intersection on both the sides. If you apply A intersection on both the sides, you will get A intersection A union X is A. On the right hand side, you apply the distributive law. What is distributive law? A intersection B union A intersection X. Now, A equal to A intersection B union empty and it is nothing but A equal to A intersection B. The next is A union X equal to B union X. So, here take B intersection on both the sides. That is B intersection A union X equal to B intersection B union X. So, B intersection A union B intersection X equal to B by applying distributive law, that is B intersection A union empty set equal to B. So, B intersection A equal to B. So, from 1 and 2 you can see that A intersection B is equal to A and A intersection B equal to B. So, it is equal to, so we have A equal to B. Now, next, find sets A, B and C such that A intersection B, B intersection C and A intersection C are non-empty sets such that A intersection B intersection C equal to empty. For this, you can use your own examples, that is, you can take your own sums, examples and prove it. Take A, here it is taken, take A equal to 1, 2, B equal to 1, 4 and C equal to 2, 4. Now what is A intersection B? It is equal to 1. It is not equal to empty, and B intersection C is also not empty. So, and A intersection C is also not empty. From that and A intersection B intersection C equal to empty. Take the numbers in such a way it satisfies all these conditions. Now, in a survey of 600 students in a school, 150 students were found to be taking tea and 225 taking coffee. 100 were taking both tea and coffee. How many students were taking neither tea nor coffee? In the before exercise, we have done the same type of sums using that formula n of C union T. Here what is given? Some students who takes tea and coffee. So it is taken as let T be the set of students who takes tea and C be the students who takes coffee. So n of T is 150, n of C is 225. Now what is n of C intersection T? 100. From that you can find n of C union T. By simplification you will get 275. Those students are, this 275 is the number of students taking either tea or coffee. So how will you find neither tea or coffee? That is, you have to subtract from the universal set. So 600 minus 275 is equal to 325. Similarly, the same method, another sum. In a group of students, 100 students know Hindi, 50 know English and 25 know both. Each of the students knows either Hindi or English. How many students are there in the group? R means already we have learned that it is union, is it? So you have to find H union E. So let us take the students who know Hindi as H, the students know English as E. What is n of H? 100, n of E 50 and n of H intersection E is 25. So by using the formula n of H union E, you will get n of H plus n of E minus n of H intersection E. So 100 plus 50 minus 25 is equal to 125. See next one. In a survey of 60 people, it was found that 25 people read newspaper H, 26 read newspaper T, 26 read newspaper I, 9 read both H and I, 11 read both H and T, 8 read both T and I, 3 read all 3 newspapers. Find the number of people who read at least one of the newspaper, the number of people who read exactly one newspaper. Now here it is proved using the alphabets. I will write it directly how to prove it. That is, we have to draw 3 sets. That is H, T and I. Whatever it is represented in your question, you have to make use of it. Now I am drawing it roughly only. Now see how many read all 3 newspapers. This is, if you take H, this is I and this is T. How many of them read all 3 newspapers? That should be written in the common place, this 3 here. Now H intersection I is this place, is it? This place. So here H intersection I is given as 9. So remaining of this total is 9. You have to subtract from this and write. So you will be getting here 6. That is 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. Next, similarly you have to fill these 2 columns. What is T intersection I? 8. What is 8 minus 3? It is 5 here. Next, H intersection T is given as 11. So what is 11 minus 3? It is 8. It should be written here. So you know to fill it. Listen once again. 3 read all 3 newspapers should be written in the common column 3. Next, 9 read both H and I. So 9, 6 plus 3, 9 you have to get it. Already 3 is there, subtract from 9. So 9 minus 3, 6. Next, 8 read T and I. 8 read T and I. So 5 plus 3, 8 you have to get. Next, 11 read H and T. So 11 minus 3 is 8. So 8 plus 3 will get 11. Now you have to fill these 3 columns. How will you fill it? Here 25 people read newspaper H. So total is 25. So you have to subtract it from 6 plus 3 plus 8. So you will get the answer here as 8. That is, you have to write it as 25 minus of 6 plus 3 plus 8. That should be written in this column 8. Similarly, here also, what is the how many people read newspaper I? 26, is it? 26. So you have to subtract 26 minus 6 plus 3 plus 8. So what will be your answer? Here you will be getting the answer 12. Similarly, here also, how many people read newspaper T? 26. So 26 minus 8 plus 3 plus 5. Here you will be getting the answer as 10. This is how you have to fill it. Fill the circles. That is, whatever is given here, A, B, C, D, E, F, all the values I have written it here. Now, the people who read at least one of the newspaper, you have to add all the values. Those who read exactly one newspaper, you have to add only this values 8, 12 and 10. See, number of people who read at least one of the 3 newspaper, totally you have to add and you will be getting 52. Number of people who read exactly one newspaper, that is 8 plus 12 plus 10. From the Venn diagram you can write it. Next, similarly the same sum here also. In a survey it was found that 21 people like product A, 26 like product B and 29 like product C. If 14 people like product A and B, 12 people like product C and A, 14 people like product B and C, and 8 liked all the 3 products, find how many like product C only. Product C is this yellow shaded portion is product C only. Now, see, using Venn diagram, how will you draw it? Here all the values are given. N of A 21, N of B 26, N of C 29, N of A intersection B, C intersection A and B intersection C. Now you have to draw this 3. See, 8 people liked all the products, so it is written in the middle. That is, if you draw the circles, 8 will be written in the middle. Next, what is A intersection B? 14. So 6 plus 8 you will be getting as 14. Similarly, 8 plus 6 you will be getting the B intersection C value, that is 14. Again 8 plus 4, C intersection A is 12. And now, how you are getting this 3? What are the, how many people like product A? That is 21. See, so 21 minus of 6 plus 8 plus 4. So you will be getting as 3. That is 10, 18, 19, 21, is it? So this is how you are filling the column 3. That is only A column. Similarly, only B column is, how many people like B? 26 people. So 26 minus of 6 plus 8 plus 6. How much you will get? You will get the remaining as 6 that you are filling it here. Similarly, you have to find out for C also. How many people like product C? Total is 29. So 20. So you have to take 29 minus of the remaining values 4 plus 8 plus 6, that is 18, is it? So what is the remaining here? That is equal to 11, that is filled up here. So the people who liked product C alone is 11. You can write it from the Venn diagram itself. Thank you.